Oh, hi everybody. Let me and there we go. Hope you're having a great Monday. I, of course, am still grabbing things so that we can have fun, a little bit of fun tonight. One of those and some blocks. Let's just grab those, a couple of those. All right. There is a whole bunch of stuff going on, and of course, I had to work later today because I'm doing an event this weekend, or actually this week, Saturday. Ugh, back up. Hi, everybody. Let's take a breath. I am Brenda Sellers, and here in Knoxville, Tennessee, I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I absolutely love stamping, and it's been a busy day. And my chair feels like it keeps sinking. Time to replace, I guess. I just learned by looking at the website that we're going to have free shipping Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It is going to be on orders of $75 or more. And also know that you get to earn your own rewards on anything over $20. So that's exciting news. The other exciting news is that I did the catalog order. I order myself one so I know when to expect you to start getting yours. So if you are one of my customers and you've shopped with me in the past year or so, I went ahead and sent you one. I also sent myself one again, so I would know that the catalogs are starting to arrive. My hair felt like it was falling. Sorry. Squirrel. So mine came in the mail today. Awesome, awesome. It goes live on May the 6th. Don't wait. Don't wait. If there's something in here that you absolutely love that is new and you want to pre-order, you can pre-order as a demonstrator. So I would welcome you to join the team. There's lots of other little perks that go along with being a homegrown stamper. So also paper pumpkin, you can't see. Hang on, let me cut the plastic off of here because this box is absolutely gorgeous. And I haven't opened my paper pumpkin. I wound up with two, guys. I'm not sure how. I'm gonna have to call them and find out if I did something wrong or I don't know. But isn't that box lovely? The song pops into my mind. Isn't she lovely? No, I don't sing. Okay, but let's point the camera down so I can do a little unboxing, and then I promise we'll stamp. Move some of these blocks out of the way. Share my screen. And hit the correct button. All right, it's got a little glare. Oh, let me turn these lights on and see if that'll help the glare go away. Oh, no, it added two. I love those colors. They just needed to toss in a little bit of blue, right? Okay. Special color. If it's a different color box, it'll have different tissue paper. Thinking of you. Congratulations. You are amazing. I'm here for you. Hugs. Oh, and look at the itty bitty butterflies. This set's not going very far from my desk. All right, sending my love on your retirement and to the happy couple. Cool. That can be used for so many things, but I love those teeny tiny butterflies. Those remind me of the butterflies in the other set that we're going to use tonight. Stampin' Spot is Berry Burst. Da-da, da-da. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. And then I tip the box so I can get it out easier. Come on. Box can go over here. Tissue paper can go over there. I saved that stuff. Those are gorgeous cards. I'll be having to make a set of these. I'm going to Pigeon Forge to do a conference. And so I'm taking this set with me. I'll be working on that because I don't have time to do it before then. So there we go. Isn't she lovely? Inked occasions. Congratulations, hugs. Thinking of you. Yep. Okay. All right. Back to the purpose at hand. Stop oohing and awing. I will set it under here so that it's out of the way. All right. I have had a super busy weekend. So I thought, you know what? I need to clean up some of my card kits that have stacked up and been waiting on me. Well, then I pulled out this one and I thought, I don't have these little seagulls anymore. I use them as a gift. So we are going to change those cards into butterflies. So let's pull out one of the cards. In my card kits in my classes, I always typically do 2 cards per design. So you get 2 envelopes, all of the die cutting and other cutting that needs to happen. So I know we need one of those, 1, 2, 3. These are perennial postage, and I just dropped all of them. And I need 3 of these little guys. Those are Misty Moonlight, Basic White. This is from I'll have to look at the name of it. It's the butterfly paper. One of those. This will go for the second card. That goes on the inside. This can go back in the envelope. We are only going to make 1. All right, you can lay right there. Okay, so we're not making seagulls. We're going to make butterflies. So let's start layering the card together. Get part of that done. This is Balmy Blue. I'm not going to put that on yet. This piece I will. I like this side. I think I'm going to stamp on that, so I'm not going to put it in there yet. All right. Adhesive. Thank you all for liking and subscribing and paying attention to the channel. If you are watching it on the replay, please let me know that as well. Oh, goodness. I should have used liquid glue. All right, I believe I got it pretty even. All right. That goes kind of in the middle. It has been a wet Monday. It started raining a little bit earlier today here. All right. These little guys are going to get there. Not going to put them on yet. Oh, that goes. Oh, I don't need to stamp on this because I'm putting designer series paper on there. So let's go ahead and put that on. There goes my pieces. It's all right. They're on the desk. Hey, thanks for watching. Not sure who it is, but I'm glad you're here tonight. inside. Here's our little scrap. I like to leave a little border. Go. Now I'll put these back on. Now flat. Okay. We are going to stamp on these 3 little perennial postage perennial postage. Let's get some butterflies out of there. Actually, not butterflies. I'm going to use these flowers. So I've got to go get some ink. Let these get off their plastic and relax a little bit. And then I'm going to put enjoy today. And probably the middle one. Yep. All right. Or actually, that one instead of that one. All right, let me go grab some ink. I know that I need a green and a blue. Let's see which blue we want to use. I'll be right back. Let's use garden green. We have options, like a lot of options. All right, which blue? I'm going to use that green. Which blue do we want to use? That's balmy blue, so it'll be like the cardstock. I did not bring Misty Moonlight over because I felt like it needed to be a little bit poppier. Let's go with boho. Okay. And on these, you stamp this little guy first. And then you fill in the flowers. Try not to put my head in the camera, but I need to be able to see that. And with our ink, you tap, tap, tap. Don't lay it down and smash on it. Just tap a couple of times. Nice. Done with garden green. And boho blue. These little guys line up in here. Oh, that one. And I just put my finger or my thumb in the. Nice. Maybe it's just the way I'm looking through it because the block is dirty. Okay, here's the next one. Those are pretty, if I do say so myself. All right. I like that a lot. Okay. Now, these little guys. Oh, I must have dropped it. Can't tell, can Gonna get layered on these. These are homemade, obviously, because if it doesn't have a blemish, it needs to have one, right? Because we all have scars for whatever reason. We fall in the yard, we fall off our bike, we all kinds of things. Here, it's driving me bananas. And I don't have a clip out here. Pencil it is. Okay. And we need a little block for this little guy. Let's clean this. That way he's out of the way. I think I'm going to stamp it in, what color should I stamp it in, do you think? I'm going to put the words right there, just for you. I think I'm going to use the blue. Boho blue. It's retiring very soon. I'm going to miss that color. But there's some other very pretty colors that are coming, so I will learn to live. Nice. Okay. Lid on so we don't have any more accidents. Oh, I see what happened. Touch the corner of the block. And go with your friend right there. So let's put some adhesive on these little guys and put them on, well, roll, snail, roll. It's not snail, it's seal. We used to have, our adhesive used to be called snail, and now it's called seal. And Seal Plus is a little bit stronger. All right, I'm going to put it right here. And then this one is going to go over here. Eyeballing it. Oh, that was crooked. Don't base off of that one, Brenda. I'm batting 1,000 tonight. There we go. That one needs a little bit of bling. So hold on just a second. I just want something a little subtle. And everything I'm picking up is not subtle. Oh, brushed grass butterflies. Those are my friends. Let's use the tiny ones. All right. Put one right there. And one right here. And one right here. Right here. Here. There we go. I love the brushed brass butterflies. They are probably my all-time favorite embellishment besides rhinestones, because you can color the rhinestones any color you want with your blends. All right, there's that card. Let's grab the next one and get going. I need to look for the butterfly embossing folder. Just 1 minute. Hopefully it's in this bucket. If it's not, we'll make do. Gonna use some of that, some of that, that, that. And I don't see the embossing folder. All right, I will be back. Let me collect some ink. I collected it and I left it sitting. So let's. Okay. We've got blocks. Okay. Whew. Thank you for your patience. I know that it is not fun to watch when people run away, but it can't be helped. We are going to make this card. So let's get crack-a-lacking. All right. Again, we need that, one of those, one of those, one of those. Let's just lay you right there. Okay, let's go ahead and fold this. One of my friends said that if another demonstrator kind of walks off screen, she sings the whole time. I was like, yeah, that's not me. It's sorry, not singing. And now I got it too hot in here. That's something you need to mark down on your calendar. Hi, Beck. Because that's not Melamombo. That color, hang on, let me go get the correct color. It's Berry Burst. Like, I know it's one of the bright ones. Yeah, not that bright one. Sorry. Okay, so these two pieces that were in our kit are both 4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to stamp on this one. And I just stamped on that little guy that doesn't need to be on there. I'm going to stamp this one pretty much the whole butterfly. And then this one, this stamp set is Beautiful Butterflies. And again, in case you didn't catch the first part of the video, there is free shipping coming soon, like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with orders of $75 or more. So there has also been a sales challenge issued for Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. I'm not close, but if you feel like you want to help me get there, I would appreciate it so much. All right, dies. Quit talking and start cutting things out. So we need this one. We're going to cut out that big butterfly. And we need one of these little guys. Actually, let me just cut out both of them. All right. Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is the big one. That may or may not fit through the little one. I'm not sure. It probably would sideways. But when I've got several things to cut at the same time, I just grab the big one and I layer as much stuff as will fit on the cutting plate. That's why I said, let's just cut both of these little butterflies at the same time, because I know I'm going to need them. Right. I always push the platform through a little bit, put that end down and kind of hinge it so that it holds, and then pinch at the back. And now it's going to shake my whole table. Everybody needs cardstock before the prices go up. And with free shipping, I know I'm stocking up, Beck says. Yes. I ordered some at the beginning of the month when I looked at my supply and it's like, oh, I need another. I always try to have at least 2 packs on hand, the pack that I'm using and an extra. So I did that. But now with free shipping, I might order some more. All right. Out of there. Because the price does go up with the new catalog, May the 6th. Kind of glad they didn't start it on May the 4th, Be With You Day. This guy is a little bit harder to come out with his little antennas. All right, let's one more and we will be ready. Again, I push it through to give myself a little bit of leverage, and that helps me hold him in place, or her. You can run it faster, but I'm trying not to shake the table and give everybody whiplash. Sit right there. Come out of there. See, his little antennas want to stay. There we go. I always try to toss it back on the mat so I don't lose any of those. Let's find these two. There we go. All right. We are ready to create. So this butterfly is going to go on dimensionals up here in this corner. And this one is going to go down here. I'm going to cut some of it off. I'll show you how in just a second, obviously with scissors. And then take your pick tool with those little extra pieces out. He's also going to go on dimensionals, but I put those on there so I know where to stamp my sentiment. In case you need me, I'm here. And it is on a block somewhere. Are you in here? No, you are not. Hold on. It's right here. It wasn't on a block. I'm going to turn this little guy over so I can put him on a block so I don't lose him. All right. And I'm going to stamp it with basic black. And I'm going to put it closer to the top so I've got room to put my other little butterfly in there. Right. Use that so I don't put my fingers in it. And I stamped it crooked. Let's start over. That is why we never, or I try to never ever put my layers on before stamping. Because then if I do what I just did and make it crooked, I have magic paper. I can turn it over and start fresh. Okay, so slide up there, little guys. Bring this one over. See how bad crooked that is? I'm telling you what. Crooked as a doggy's hind leg. And this side is so much better. Oh, and I did what I didn't want to do. Let's bring in our silicone mat because that won't stick to it. Put that down. Let's grab some dimensionals. Okay, slow down, Brenda. Don't get in a big rush. We've got time. And let's put one here, and here, and here on the tips of the wings. This guy's going to be sitting on the card a little bit more, so he can have some down there. Okay. Now, bring in my little cup from Carol. I think I say that almost every video when I use dimensionals. I'm trying to see how full I can get it without tipping it over. And I know it's just a little plastic cup, but I think of her every time I drop a dimensional back in it. So hope you're doing well, Miss Carol. Okay. We met through Stampin' Up. I have formed lots of fun relationships, friendships with Stampin' Up, and I would never ever try to do without. I love my friends. All right. So pick that up now, and we're going to cut with our paper snips. Magic paper. I love it, Jeannie. I'm sure I heard Brandy say that because it is magic paper. You got two sides. Carol just said she would never try to fill up that cup because she would definitely spill it. This little dimensional can go back over here. Peel it off. I have a shot back on the other side of this wall, so I'm okay. But yeah, I'll probably spill it too. Yes, Beck, being a demo, having all the friends that you create with Stampin' Up! Is the best part of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. All right, this one gets a baby dimensional. And again, because my fingernails have not been great, I trimmed them all off and it's hard to pick stuff up now. It's going to go right there. I'm going to get some Wink of Stella. Paint this little berry burst butterfly. That will dry a little bit lighter. I didn't see that other one. And there are some gems that go with this. These are, what's the name? Flat back adhesive pearls. And it's going to go right in the middle of that butterfly. And they are odd shaped. They're not all the same. They're not perfectly round. Here we go. There's that card. Okay, next one. And I don't think I have to get up for this one. I know I'm keeping this set for a long time too. I've got several butterfly sets that don't go away. All right, let's try this one. So we need one. Again, I just grabbed kits that were left over from my card class from a while ago, and we're making cards. This one is pretty simple. Let's fold. I need a little bit more space over here. I feel like I need layers so I can put stuff up above me and it's like still be able to reach it. Because this corner is full. All right. These two get butterflies cut out of them. This one gets embossed. This one can go on our card. Yes, I probably use more adhesive than I need to, but you know what? I don't want to fall it off. Nelson was working, my husband was working out of town at one point, and I sent him a card that was kind of quilted and pieced together. And he obviously brought it home. And I opened the package or the envelope and it fell apart. And was like, I don't want that to happen ever again. So I put it back together for him, but that wasn't the point. All right, I'm not going to take the table again. I'm going to scoot that chair a little bit closer, use it for a table. And I need the other plate. I'm getting my exercise tonight. That's a pretty good thing. All right, this one gets embossed. And I know I brought the embossing folder over here. Look at that. You can put this die in here too and cut it all out at the same time if you wanted to, but we're using that on the black. So however you want your butterfly to show on your background. And then our layer is the thicker plate, this and the gray one, because it's a 3D embossing folder. All right, and now I can run it faster because I don't have to worry about not shaping the table. There's that. And these little guys again. And even though that's got some red or pink around it, it did not leave any residue on the paper. All right, you get the black one. Let's make our sandwich right here. And I need 2 hands. I'm going to put that one in there too. And cut this one. Well, that didn't work so well. Hang on. I got that one. I can use put a sentiment up there. I don't throw a bunch of stuff away a lot. Like if I can stamp a sentiment on it, I keep it. And then I wind up with a drawer full of basic white. I have little pockets that I put my cardstock scraps in so that I can keep them usually with the colors. And when we were at the farmhouse in February, I gave my basic white scraps to one of our Stampin' friends. And then everybody was here for a craft day Saturday. And one of them said, "Do you have a scrap of white?" Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And she said, "You've got more?" I said, "I do card classes. Of course I've got more." All right, there's that. And that's still on there. That would be confetti for a. Sometimes if you can't get it out, you can toss it on your desk. Or you can the little ones and they come out. There we go. Get it started. It's because it's kind of lacy. I don't want to just tug on it too hard. Right. Now let's layer it together. Go ahead. Oh, it's still got some little pokies. Okay. All right, don't squirt too much, little glue. There we go. I think I need a new one. It's not like I don't have some. Okay. Now the trick is picking it up where you haven't put any glue. Oh, I needed the white antennas. They need to be on that other. See? Scraps. On there. That would look kind of like he's only half a butterfly. He doesn't have his antennas. Might have his antenna bodies. There we go. Oh, and it's squished. I'll hold it. It was funny because I pulled that drawer out. She said, "Do you have any extra scrap?" And it's like white. And I said, yeah. And I pulled that drawer out and they all giggled. It's like, that's a lot more. It's like, yep. Because I got tired of trying to make it fit in the little plastic envelope to go back in the spot with the other ones and still keep my full-size cardstock in there too. So it worked. All right. Flip you over on the map because you're still a little sticky. Dimensionals. I even keep like the 1/2 inch because sometimes you just need a strip for a sentiment and works great. Ah, Carol, I just dumped it. Just knocked it over. So we guess we know how full it'll get before Brenda knocks it over. About halfway. Okay, got all of those off there. Oh, yes, I saw your plastic sleeve. It reminded me of a Pringles can. So my question is, how did you get it cleaned out so that it didn't have if it was a Pringles can, how did you get the chip foil out of there? All right, let's grab some pretty bling. I'm going to use some of this blue. Here. All right. There's card number 3. All right. Let's do one more. This one is going to be pretty simple. Summer splash, yay. I don't need the ink pad. Okay. Basic gray. One. I don't know what that strip's for. Oh, the butterfly. When you haven't made the card in a while, it's like, what's that for? And now we know. That butterfly. All right. This is Summer Splash. This is one of the, is this one of the ones? No, it's not one of the ones going away. This is going to go on the front. Had to run through the colors in my, oh, chip foil. See, our Pringles don't come in a foil on the inside of the can. They're just dropped in the can. Beck's in Australia, so things are a little different over there. There's no fair chip foil. Imagine that. That one goes on the front. This one goes on the middle. I think it just dresses up the card just a little bit more when you put a piece of white in there. And honestly, for my old eyes, it's easier to write on it. And then that is crooked. Then I don't have to worry about finding an ink color that is dark enough to be able to be seen. Okay. Maybe that piece is crooked. What's wrong with this? 5 1/2. Yep. I think that piece is awfully crooked. It is cut crooked. Let's just lay you over here, upside down, and get your friend. I think your friend is cut crooked. How did I do that? All right, 5 1/4. It's crooked, guys. That's crazy. All right, it was just that one end. I probably stacked it in my Carl cutter and got it a little crooked. I bet that's exactly what I did. Glad I was using that and not embarrassing myself in card class. No, I'll just embarrass myself on YouTube and Facebook. See, much better. All right, lay you to the side. Let's get you and let's get the smoky slate. And let's get the other butterfly. That's a block. We need this little guy. Where's your friend? Wrong stamp set. It's over there. Oh, I brought it over here with me. Yes, it did. Hang on. It's got to be over here. Pardon my sentiments. All right, let's look. Not in the stamp case. I think I'm overlooking it, guys. There's that one. Huh. All right, we're just going to show you some of the other cards made with that set. And I'll find that stamp and we'll make it later. Because I don't know where it went. It's around here somewhere. So anyway, it will look like that when it's done. Like that one. Let's put the lid on this. And that way you don't have to sit here all night. But look at how pretty that is. That's got Wink Stella on that. Pool Party. Pretty Peacock. Blue from the Butterfly Bouquet paper. This one is some of the celebration paper. Summer Splash. Nope, that is not Summer Splash. It's the other one. Can't remember their names. And then I just used the yellow like I cut out that other butterfly. All right, so let's show you the ones that we made tonight, minus this one. Here is the black and white butterflies. The berry burst butterflies. Two, and where'd I put the blue one? I didn't use stamp butterflies, but I used brush brass butterflies on there. All right. Thank you for watching. Carol says she has 2 containers sitting on her desk at home filled with small white scraps, all the strips from cutting 5 1/4 by 4 pieces. That's exactly what I keep. And she keeps them in a mug. Oh, so they're kind of standing up. One for the shorter strips. Shy Shamrock, thank you. Oh yeah, I said chip oil on. Thank you guys for keeping me company tonight and watching my mess. Tonight has just been a comedy of errors. So that's probably what happens after you work 9 hours interpreting in one day. Your brain just goes on siesta and just goes away. And it's like she can't talk for herself because nobody's signing in front of her. So she's having to use her own words and they're just not forming very well. So have a great night. Please do something fun for yourself this week and know that it is free shipping on, they're doing a flash free shipping for 3 days this month. I can't believe it. So your order does have to be $75 before shipping and tax. So if there's something that you've been wanting, check the last chance list because there's a lot of stuff on there that is at a discounted price. Also, if you see a bundle that you want and it is last chance, check to see if they are individually a little bit cheaper. I know that sounds funny, but do the math because I know you can. That way you get the best deal and the best bang for your buck, and you get to have more stuff when you check the prices that way. All right, have a great night. Do something fun for yourself. And I may do a little pop-up on Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday. Who knows? We'll see. Have a great one. Bye for now.